Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Gauri Bankar, Assistant Professor in Department of Ophthalmology. Today we will be discussing about lid tumors and injuries. So, tumor is a swelling of part of body, generally without inflammation, caused by an abnormal growth of tissue. Almost all types of tumors arising from the skin, connective tissue, glandular tissue, blood vessels, nerves, and muscles can involve the lid. It could be benign or malignant. Early diagnosis and treatment is must. Coming to classification of tumors, they can be classified into cyst, benign tumors and malignant tumors. In the heading cyst, these are dermoid cyst, sebaceous cyst, Meibomian cyst or chalasia. In benign tumors, they can be nevus, papilloma, neurofibroma, granuloma, hemangioma, warts, xanthelasma, molluscum contagiosum. In malignant, basal cell carcinoma, squamous cell carcinoma, sebaceous gland carcinoma, and malignant melanoma. Coming to dermoid cyst, they are most common tumors of childhood, present since birth and progressively grow in size. Typically found at outer orbital margin, but may be elsewhere also. They are palpable, smooth, painless, oval that enlarges slowly. The skin over the tumor is freely mobile. The tumor is fixed to the underlying zygomatico temporal. The dermoid cysts are lined by keratinizing epithelium and contain dermal appendages such as hair follicles and sebaceous glands. Treatment is surgical removal and it should be surgically removed intact. Rupture of cyst leads to inflammatory process. In case of rupture of all contents and cyst wall has to be removed. Next is sebaceous cyst. It looks like dermoid. The differentiating features are sebaceous cysts are not attached to underlying bone but freely mobile. A pigmented point on the skin where the skin is adherent to the underlying skin and dimple is present. Unlike dermoid, it can be present anywhere in the skin and is commonly seen on the inner part of upper lid. Treatment is removal of the cyst. Next is adenoma of Meibomian gland. It looks similar to chalazion. Recurrences of chalazion should alert to think about the diagnosis of adenoma of Meibomian gland. Globular and well-defined swelling. It is firm in consistency, slow in onset, non-tender, is commonly seen in upper lid. They are not mobile, not adherent to the skin, and on eversion of the lid, well-defined outline is seen. Coming to neurofibroma, these are multiple pedunculated growths of varying size may be seen on the lid. It may be part of generalized neurofibromatosis, that is von Recklinghausen disease. It may cause mechanical ptosis due to its larger size. Small multiple tumors are distributed along the course of the nerve. Coming to nevus or mole, commonly seen at the mucocutaneous junction of the lid. It may affect either skin or conjunctiva of the lid. They arise from localized proliferation of dermal incompletely differentiated melanocytes. Rarely it may undergo malignant transformation. Initially, they are pigmented and later become less pigmented. Next is capillary hemangioma. There are two types of hemangiomas, capillary and cavernous. Capillary hemangioma manifests as bright red or port wine spot composed of dilated capillaries. It is fluctuant mass. Hemangiomas are found along the distribution of first and second trigeminal nerve. Hemangiomas of the lid are often associated with hemangiomas of choroid and leptomeninges. It usually involutes by age of 5 years. Treatment of capillary hemangioma. Small hemangiomas resolve spontaneously. For large hemangiomas, mixture of intralesional injection of 40 mg triamcinolone and 6 mg betamethasone can be given. Systemic corticosteroids, radiotherapy, and surgical excision are other modalities of treatment. Next is cavernous hemangioma. These are developed usually these are developmental and usually occur after first decade of life. It manifests as large dilated and anastomizing subcutaneous venous channels which are blue in color. It consists of large endothelium lined vascular channels and usually does not show any progress. Next is xanthelasma. These are creamy yellow plaque-like lesions, affect elderly women and are associated with diabetes and hypercholesterolemia, which represent lipid deposits. It appears as slightly raised wrinkled plaques near the inner canthus of the eye. Treatment is surgical excision, cryotherapy, but the recurrences are common. Melanocytic tumors. These are derived from melanocytes and present at birth and are usually present with hairs. Only 5% change to malignant form. Papilloma. First is squamous papilloma. It is the most common benign tumor of the lid. It affects person older than 30 years of age due to exposure to ultraviolet rays of sun. It may present as a round multilobular lesion with a central vascular core. Treatment can be with electrocautery, chemical cauterization, or CO2 laser. Next is keratoconthoma. It is considered as low-grade squamous cell carcinoma. Appears as flesh-colored dome-shaped papule with central keratin-filled area and elevated rolled-out margins. These may initiate inflammatory reaction and the treatment is total excision. Next is malignant tumors of the lid. There are three types: carcinomas, sarcomas, and malignant melanomas. So, what are the signs of malignancy? First is slow, painless growing lesion, ulceration, bleeding, crusting, pigmentation, destruction of lid margin, central ulceration, and loss of vellus hair. So, squamous cell carcinoma, it is much less common but potentially aggressive tumor than basal cell carcinoma with metastasis to the regional lymph nodes. It is commonly arise from the lid margins in elderly people. It affects upper and lower lid equally. It may present in two forms. First is nodular form and second is ulcerative form. So, the lesion appears as elevated non-healing erythematous lesion. There may be scaling, crusting, or pigmented keratotic plaques. It may spread to regional lymph nodes, and treatment is excision and reconstruction of the lid. Next is basal cell carcinoma, also called as rodent ulcer. It is the commonest malignant growth of the lid. About 90% of carcinomas are basal cell carcinomas, which rarely occurs before the age of 40 years. The risk factors are people with fair skin and with history of long time exposure to the sunlight, cigarette smoking, and any family history. Stroke predilection for the medial canthus and lower lid. So these are commonly seen in the lower lid. It begins at a small nodule which ulcerate in the central part. Here, in case of basal cell carcinoma, the edges are raised and indurate. It spreads slowly, extending under the skin in all directions and penetrating deeply like a rodent. Hence the name, that is a rodent ulcer. The surrounding structures are gradually destroyed and lid orbit bones are invaded. The growth is locally malignant and lymph node are generally not affected. So type of basal cell carcinoma. First is nodular basal cell carcinoma, where shiny translucent firm raised indurated nodular with small dilated blood vessels on the surface are seen. Initially, the growth is slow, but subsequent growth is faster. The lesion is raised with rolled borders and ulcerated center. Dilated blood vessels are seen over the top and make coarse surface and bleed to trivial trauma. Second is sclerosing type. It is originated in the epidermis but soon spread to dermis. They are more aggressive. Occurs as flat indurated plaque, not associated with telangiectatic vessels or blood vessels on the surface. Central necrosis and ulceration can be seen, and they occasionally simulate like blepharitis. Treatment of the basal cell carcinoma is complete surgical excision is must. Remove about 3 mm of normal tissue from the surrounding of the ulcer, and that should be removed. Standard frozen section examine of the marginal tissue excised is done, and accordingly the surgical plan is modified. Sebaceous cell carcinoma. It is a rare tumor arising from the meibomian gland and tarsal plate. It affects the upper lid commonly and affects the female more than males. It metastasizes to the regional lymph nodes commonly, and recurrences are common in case of sebaceous cell carcinoma. Clinical feature. There are two types, nodular type and diffuse type. In nodular type, it presents initially as a nodule, which may be mistaken for chalazion. Later, it grows to form a big growth by destroying the meibomian gland orifice. In diffuse type, it grows along the lid margin and forms a diffuse lid swelling, which may be mistaken for chronic blepharitis. Treatment is surgical excision and reconstruction of lid. If it involves the orbit, then orbital exentration is done. Next is malignant melanoma. It is a rare tumor of lid, about seen in less than 1%. It may arise from pre-existing melanotic nevus, but usually arises as primary lesion from the melanocyte present in the skin. So, tumors spread to a distance as well as local lymph node and usually fatal. It is radio-resistant tumor. Clinical feature. It often appears as a flat or slightly elevated nevus which has variegated pigmentation and irregular borders. It may ulcerate and bleed. Radical surgical excision is needed. Sometimes, if the orbital contents are involved, then exentration is to be done. This type of tumor is not radiosensitive. Next is Kaposi sarcoma, a chronic reddish dermal mass where the conjunctival lesion may be mistaken for foreign body granuloma or cavernous hemangioma. It is frequent manifestation of AIDS. It is treated by excision, cryotherapy, radiation, or intralesional chemotherapeutic agents. It regresses with antiviral treatment for HIV infection. Coming to lead injuries, type of traumas are blunt trauma, lacerating wound with sharp object, dog bites. Treatment is proper repair, alignment of lid margin, suturing of the tarsus, and closure of the skin. Thank you.